In today's video, we are going to be putting this 11-in-1 survival kit to the test, so when you're in the wilderness, you can see, was it worth it? What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of JP Randomness. Hope you guys are having a blessed and an amazing day out there if you guys watching this video. And today we are going to film ourselves a review on one of those 12-piece survival kits you can buy on eBay. I'll have a link in the description. They cost about 15 bucks. You guys can pick one up for yourself. But anyway, with all this coronavirus things going around, I thought it would be a perfect time to show you guys this kit so you guys could be able to survive by yourselves in the wilderness in case the military and the government wants to take you over. Okay. So yes, now that you got that through, we're going to give a full review on this. We're going to test these things out on durability and see how sharp they work and how good they are for what they're actually meant for doing. And after we get that through, I also have this book called Bushcraft 101, which I've started reading. It's right there. I'll show you guys a picture. It is absolutely one of the best books out there for you guys to learn almost every technique on how to survive in the wilderness by yourselves. I just started reading it. If you guys want to see me do a kind of new series on learning new things from that book and putting it to practice as a beginner, drop a like, leave a comment, and tell me you guys want to see that, and we might start a new series. But anyway, let's jump right into the review on this video and test these things out for ourselves. Here is the 12-piece survival kit set thingy. Comes with a nice hard shell case and some you could attach onto your backpack, and it leaves you to wonder, can you actually survive with everything inside this dumb little case? This is the size of my hand, and this is what's in the case. So let's check it out. So first things first, we're starting off with the knife. This knife right here looks well made. It feels very heavy to the hand. It's pretty big blade. Has a little bit of serrage right there with the regular knife. As you can see, it has a serrated blade. It also has a knife down here used to cut rope and a little pin right here that you can use to break through glass if you had to, and just bust right through it. So overall, this looks like a great survival knife. It has the little clip right here you could attach onto your belt or your backpack or anything you want to attach it to. It has the little back right here, which after a little bit of oil should be able to bust the knife open just like that. I mean, it's very smooth, but it's just a little tough right now because it has to be used. And after that, I believe this knife is rated a 5 out of 5 stars. I totally like the feel of it. All right, so we're gonna test the sharpness. Just see how sharp it is. I'm cutting this rope right here, as you can see. Oh, and just like that, sliced it like nothing. And this right here, this is pretty thick rope right here. So this knife passes the test. It's gonna be my main pocket knife from now on, especially since I lost my other one. This one should be good to go. Definitely a great knife. Next thing we got right here is going to be 5-in-1 bracelet. Let's open this thing up right here. Let's see, here we go. Bust this thing loose and see what we got inside here. We got a bracelet that these are the 5 things it comes with. It comes with some nice paracord that you can use to string up a shelter or anything in a very necessary situation. Has a nice little knife here. If worst comes to worst, you have to use it. It also has a flint right here in the middle that after getting it started a little bit, can start a fire right there, just like that. And we got a compass, which we will test out right now with my phone. Here's my compass app. Right now it says we are northeast, but more towards the east side. Let's see how this compass reacts to it. Boom, right there. Exactly northeast, almost exactly what the phone is. So this compass is almost 100% correct with a phone, that is. So compass is good, paracord is good, flint is good. It also has a whistle, which some of the whistles on these things don't tend to work all the time. So we're gonna test this out right now. So here's the whistle, let's test it out. Pretty good. And that is it for the 5-in-1 bracelet. Everything works, it pops on just like so. And that is it for the 5-in-1 bracelet. It has everything you need. It fits on my wrist very snugly with everything I need right in front of me. So when I need it, I could just pick it up. So that's good for this and the knife. Next thing is this fully functional regular pen. You twist it right here and it brings up the ink. You can write things down with it, and it also has this little pin in the back meant to break glass or use it as self-defense if you have to. It also has a little clip right here to clip it onto your backpack or anywhere you want to clip it, and a very useful tool when you're in the wilderness for certain things that you might have to do. So that's it for the pen. Next thing is this regular flashlight. It's supposed to be like LED, so we're gonna test it right now in a dark environment, show you guys how bright it is, and I believe this thing takes a AA battery, so we're gonna get that hooked up and test it for you guys right now. Alright, first things first, when I open this flashlight, wow, this LED flashlight is bright for its size. And I love the feature that it's able to blink, so if you want somebody to see you, you can easily turn that feature on, but this thing is bright. And I also love the other feature that it has, that when you push the flashlight forward, it becomes way more brighter into one concentrated point, and that makes it reach way more further. If you need to see what's up ahead that you don't know, you can easily just put it there and it should work perfectly. So I rate this flashlight one of the best. Next piece is this louder whistle that has like a double barrel made to be super loud. We're gonna blow this for you guys and show you how loud this thing is compared to the other whistle that's inside the bracelet. That is more of like an emergency one. This is more like the real one that can go really loud. So let's test it now. Testing the whistle now. Very loud. Very useful in case you guys are in the wilderness. You never know, you see somebody, you whistle as loud as you can, maybe they'll hear you and rescue you from wherever you guys are at. It also has this little circle ring clip that you can attach to your keys or to your backpack or anything you want, even to maybe this survival wrist, just so it could be hanging down, so in case you need it as well. So we're done for the whistle. Moving on to the next item is going to be this multi-tool thingy. I'm going to show you guys everything this thing can possibly do and why it is a very useful tool in your survival kit. So first things first, this thing has a nice little two-edged saber, thick sharp piece right here meant to slice through certain things. It also has this extra rope, I guess for survival purposes only. It also has a little serrated edge right here, which I don't want to get my fingers too close to because I might get sliced. It also has a sharp edge right here, I believe, to cut rope. It also has a measuring tape right here, goes up to 3 inches. Has a little flathead screwdriver that I believe you can also use for a Phillips if it's wide enough. And it also has another smaller one for Phillips as well. Has a can opener, and I'm not fully sure what this is for, but yeah, this is very useful for surviving. A very cool tool you can use to cut certain things, and always good to have one of these guys when you're out in the field. Next, we have what I think to be one of the most important tools in this whole set, and it's this fire starting flint. Now, I'm going to demonstrate you guys how you can start a fire very easy with this, and it also has a little measuring stick right there that you guys can also use to measure things. So I'm going to show you guys how to start a fire right now. Alright, so first things first, you need something dry, preferably dry grass. Leaves might work, but dry grass is better. I got a nice handful of some I had in my backyard. I put it on something hard, preferably like a stick or something that you will find in the wild, maybe an old log. Put it on top of there so that the flint rod can rest right on top of it, and now you start stroking it down firmly, making sure sparks are flying to where the majority of the dry grass is. Now this took me about 3 minutes, but after that, I kept moving it around, making sure it's full of dry grass, and it caught on fire, and this wasn't that hard at all. That's why I think this is one of the most important tools in this set, because you can start a fire fairly simple with just some dry grass that you have in the area. Next thing, I believe, is the most useless thing in this whole set. Not saying that it's totally unnecessary, but what this is for is used to connect water bottles on to your backpack. So you just put the water bottle head right there, you clip this thing back on, and with this button you can attach it to your backpack or your belt, and your water bottle could be hanging down, so that way you have hands-free hiking or climbing or camping or anything you are doing right here. A little useful, but not the most important for surviving, but it is good to have if you like using water bottles to survive. Next, we have this saw thingy. It's a wire saw that you're supposed to use to cut things right here. I'm going to try to get it open for you guys so you guys can see it fully and maybe test it out. Okay, so this thing is sharp. You're supposed to go back and forth with this to slice certain things. We're going to test this out for you guys right now and show you how good or bad this thing is. Alright, so we're going to be testing this thing with this branch up here. Just throw... Okay. You throw this over and out, around it. You get it to your starting point. You start sawing it back and forth. And just like that, it slices it like nothing. So this right here is a very, very useful saw. Not the best one, but it can still be used for cutting certain things that maybe the knife will take a little too long to cut. So very useful saw. Won't recommend it getting it too close to your fingers because it could definitely slice it right off. But for cutting pieces of wood, this thing is an excellent tool to have when you're in a survival situation. And last but definitely not least is this emergency blanket right here. It says it reflects 90% of body heat. Windproof, waterproof, used as a blanket shelter, signal for reflecting light, and radar. So if you guys need a blanket to go to sleep, this is perfect. If you need a windproof, waterproof shelter cover, this is perfect. If you need a mirror to reflect the sun or fire so that you can signal someone for help, this is perfect. So this basically has everything inside it. It is 130 by 210 centimeters long. That's the one I have here. We're going to open it up, see exactly what it's made of, see how it is, and yeah, so far it feels like a big piece of aluminum. Let's open it up fully and show you guys in the camera. So here is the blanket. It is big enough to cover my whole body, definitely. And yeah, it's great for reflecting the sun. It says it's windproof and waterproof, and it protects all the heat and leaves it inside your body. So if you guys are cold, you can wrap yourselves with this, and it retains 90% of the heat. And it could be good for making shelter. So I think this is a very useful emergency blanket. I won't recommend opening it like me unless you're really in an emergency, because right now I won't even know how to close this and put it back. But just for the video, I'll show you guys, this is useful. This is very good right here, and I believe it will work for when you absolutely need it the most.
Nice.
Alright guys, and that is it. We reviewed every one of the items, tested them, and show you guys how useful they are. And in the future, we will be having a new series coming out. The more I read the Bushcraft 101 book, how to make shelters, how to start fires, how to do your own makeshift filters for water, I'll post videos for you guys. We'll have a new surviving series. Don't forget to stay safe on everything that's going on right now, and learn how to survive in the wild if you need to, and if worst comes to worst. Don't forget, if you want to see my previous video, hit the button at the left. If you want to see the video YouTube recommends, hit the button at the right. And if you want to join JP Nation, hit the button at the top. Don't forget to share, comment, and like this video. And until next time, this is Josiah, signing out.